The Darién Gap, the most dangerous jungle in the world. Imagine stepping into a place so remote, so lawless, and so deadly that even governments, military forces, and entire empires have failed to tame it. A place where drug cartels patrol the rivers, human traffickers prey on the desperate, and the jungle itself seems determined to kill you. This is the Darién Gap, a 106-kilometer stretch of untamed jungle that disrupts the 30,000-kilometer Pan-American Highway, which connects Alaska to Argentina. For centuries, explorers, governments, and even engineers with nuclear bombs have tried and failed to conquer this jungle. And yet, hundreds of thousands of people now risk their lives every year, trekking through this wilderness to escape poverty, war, and political chaos. Some make it, some never come out. Today, we're going deep into history, dangers, and shocking survival stories from the world's most treacherous jungle, a place that no one could conquer. For over 500 years, the Darién Gap has been a nightmare for explorers, governments, and entire nations. The Spanish, defeated by the jungle 1501-1513. In 1501, Spanish explorers first set foot in the Darién. In 1513, Vasco Núñez de Balbo led an expedition through the jungle and became the first European to see the Pacific Ocean. But despite conquering the Aztecs and Incas, the Spanish never controlled the Darién. It became a safe haven for escaped slaves, indigenous resistance fighters, and ruthless pirates. The pirate stronghold 1600s to 1700s. British and French pirates used the Darién as a launching point to attack Spanish treasure fleets. The jungle was the perfect hideout. No European army could navigate it. Some pirates even lived among indigenous tribes, adopting their ways to survive. Scotland's $400,000 disaster 1698 to 1700. In 1698, Scottish banker William Paterson convinced Scotland to colonize the Darién. 2,500 settlers sailed to the jungle, hoping to turn it into a thriving trade hub. But within 2 years, disease, starvation, and Spanish attacks wiped out most of them. The failed colony bankrupted Scotland, leading to its forced unification with England in 1707. The U.S. expedition that vanished 1854. In 1854, the U.S. government sent a 27-man expedition to survey a canal route through the Darién. They got lost for 49 days, facing starvation, flesh-eating parasites, and insanity. 9 men died, and the survivors concluded, "No one should ever be here." The U.S. Nuclear Bomb Plan 1964. In 1964, the U.S. proposed using 325 nuclear bombs to blast a canal through the Darién. The New York Times called it a peaceful use of nuclear energy. Luckily, the plan was scrapped due to radiation concerns, but imagine if it had happened. Why do so many people risk their lives today? In 2010, only 2,000 people crossed the Darién Gap per year. By 2023, that number exploded to 520,000. Now, in 2024, an estimated 800,000 people will make this deadly journey. Why 1? The American dream. The U.S. is seen as a place of safety, jobs, and hope. Many have family already in the U.S., making the journey less risky than staying in their home countries, too. Haiti's collapse 2021 present. In 2021, Haiti's prime minister was assassinated, throwing the country into chaos. 300-plus armed gangs took over, making daily life a war zone. Mass starvation, kidnappings, and murders pushed thousands to flee. 3. The U.S. visa blockade 2021. In 2021, the U.S. pressured Mexico and Central America to restrict visas for Venezuelans and Ecuadorians. This blocked asylum seekers from flying to Mexico. Their only option left? The deadly Darién Gap, inside the jungle, a journey through hell. Once migrants enter the jungle, they face 5 days to 2 weeks of pure survival horror. Deadly obstacles along the route, raging rivers, flash floods sweep people away. Some are never seen again. Wildlife. The jungle is home to venomous snakes, jaguars, and crocodiles. Disease and starvation, malaria, dengue fever, and exhaustion claim lives. Cartels and bandits, smugglers charge $500, $1,500 per person. Some rob, abandon, or kill their groups. Survivor stories, the ones who made it and the ones who didn't. Point 1. The woman who gave birth in the jungle. A pregnant woman from Venezuela went into labor midway through the trek. Other migrants built a makeshift shelter. using banana leaves to protect her. She gave birth in the jungle, cutting the umbilical cord with a pocket knife. She and her baby survived, but others in her group did not too. The man who was left for dead, a Colombian man, broke his leg while climbing a steep hill. His group left him behind, thinking he wouldn't make it. He crawled for 5 days, eating bugs and drinking rainwater. He was rescued by indigenous locals, but many others are never found. 3. The child lost in the jungle. A 10-year-old Haitian boy got separated from his parents in the jungle. He wandered alone for days, surviving on fruit and river water. Miraculously, another migrant group found him and brought him to safety. Key takeaways: the Darién Gap is a 106 kilometers no man's land of jungle, mountains, and swamps. It has no roads, no government control, and is filled with wildlife, traffickers, and guerrillas. It defeated the Spanish, Scottish, and US expeditions. Even a nuclear bomb plan failed. Since 2020, migration has surged, with 800,000 people expected to cross in 2024. Many die trying, but for those with no other choice, the Darién remains their only path forward. Final thoughts: the jungle that won't be tamed. The Darién Gap is more than just a missing piece of the highway. It's a symbol of human desperation and survival. Despite the dangers, hundreds of thousands of people are still willing to take the risk. Some make it, some don't. But as long as poverty, war, and desperation exist, the Darién will remain a highway of hope and horror. Would you ever cross the Darién Gap? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for deeper dives into history's most dangerous places.